Gene, can
Hello.
you hear me now?
I was coming on to tell you because I don't know if you're paying attention to the chats in Facebook, but there is no
Yeah.
sound on Facebook for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
Let me go check it. Give me a second. I was coming on to tell you because I don't know if you're paying attention to the chats in Facebook, but
Yeah.
there is no sound on Facebook for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
Let me go check it.
You could, I think, can you hear me? Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I think, let me know. Okay, yay, Rose says she can hear me. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jean. You're the best. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the settings, but anyway, they're fixed now. Thank you. Tom says he can hear me now. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Jean. Bye. All right, guys. Technology, right? Okay. So let me go ahead. Let me make sure no one else wants to join in here. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Let me share my screen. And I am going to be watching in the comments. I'm going to try to do like triple duty here. So I'm going to watch the Facebook group, and then let me actually make this a little bit skinnier so I can see the group chats. And then I'm also going to hopefully watch the Zoom chat. All right. This is multitasking to a whole other level. All right, guys. So now, okay, Kurt says he can hear me on YouTube too. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the feedback. I have actually done entire live videos and meetings where no one could hear anything that I've said. So that's really frustrating and super awesome that you let me know. Okay. So if you guys can see my screen, hopefully you can, because let me see here. There's another chat. Okay, so Jackie once admitted. This is a lot, you guys. I could see how this is a lot to maintain here. Let me see. Let me stop sharing here. Let me make sure that I've got. Hey, Jackie, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, I'm going to share my screen again. See how this goes. All right. So it's a new thing. I'm excited about this though, you guys. I love seeing your faces. I love seeing, I think it's Tom. It says T Boyer. Love seeing Tom. Hey, Jackie. Welcome. All right, guys. So what I'm going to, please feel free to ask your questions as we go along. What I'm going to just show you today is just something to show you, because I realize that sometimes you don't really have questions right away, but there's so many cool things that I want to let you know about. So to create a Cheetah Turbo page, okay, I haven't seen any training on this yet, and believe me, we are trying to get to all of the training, but there's so many tools and so many cool things that it's just hard to keep up with it all. So I'm going to use this live opportunity to show you how easy it is to create a turbo page. And if you guys are running ads, using a turbo page is so super great because it just loads immediately. Okay. So to create a turbo page, you need to go into your Builder All back office and you need to access the Cheetah Builder. Okay. Once inside the Cheetah Builder, let's go ahead and create a new site. So we could choose from simple templates or smart templates. We're going to choose a simple template, and let's actually just choose a blank template and select this and save. And so now we're inside of a website that we've already created. And you see that we can create a regular page or we can create a turbo page. So let's go ahead and click turbo. Now you see, this is, like I was saying, this is very limited because you only have 2 choices, okay? So you can choose this layout or you can choose this layout. So it's whatever your preference is, okay? Now, what I want to do is actually type in, there's different lines in here, and what you're doing is actually typing in the settings and the information that you want on this page. So what I'm going to do, just to show you an example, is I'm going to type in what this actually says. Okay, so the title of this turbo page, actually, let's call this turbo. turbo title. And then we can make this URL whatever we want, but let's actually call this turbo, because whatever domain you connect this to, so if I connected this to bridgetbartlett.com, this would be the URL of this turbo page would be bridgetbartlett.com/ whatever I put here. So this is going to be bridgetbartlett.com/turbo. Okay, so we'll just leave that as the URL. You can choose to make this your home page or not by selecting this here. I'm not going to make this the home page. We can type in up to 4 lines of text. Okay, so now remember I said this has to be simple. And that's just simply, like I was saying, it's just code. You know, if you have a bunch of things on a page, it's a lot of code. If you have a little bit of things on a page, it's little code. Okay, so more code, more time to load. So let's actually call this line 1. And we're going to call this line 2. And we'll call this line 3 and line 4. So now you have a call to action text. Now this, whatever text you put in this line here is going to be the text on the button. So let's just say click here. And let's go ahead and just add the Builderall website. So we'll just do builderall.com. And you can put an email in here. So I'll just say info@bridgetbartlett.com. Let's go ahead and put a company. I'll just put my name. And then we could put terms of use and text and put our privacy pages and stuff in there. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and save. And then always we want to republish. So now you see we have our turbo page that's connected here. So let's actually look what the live version looks like. Now, first of all, notice right away, it loads super, super fast. Okay, just like immediately. Did you say something, Jackie? Or are you just saying, wow?
Wow.
I know. Do you want to see that again? Because I love this. Okay, look how fast this is. That is crazy. That is so crazy. That is so fast. So, and then if you click here, this takes us to the Builderall website. So you can even see just clicking here, because the Builderall website has a lot of information. It takes maybe to the count of 3 or 4 to load. But the Cheetah turbo page loads instantly. I love that. Running paid ads. Once you guys, if you do run paid ads already, or you want to start, being able to do that, the turbo page literally will make or break your ads. I mean, it needs to load fast because people have a very short attention span, especially on social media. So if you can click that button and go right to the web page, now you have their interest. Okay, now you have their attention much faster than waiting for a website to load. So do you guys have any questions about that?
Can you edit the page?
You can edit the page if you click here to edit. And then you just go back to those simple terms, right? So you only have these. So it's very, very basic. I think since this is new, and this is actually a new technology that no one has. Okay, this is Builderall specific. So I think as this grows, both our knowledge of the software grows, and also as we dive deeper into this, I think we'll have a lot more choices. But yeah, we just have the 2 choices right now, just because it's so fast and so new. So if you want to edit this page, all you need to do is just click edit, and then you come back to where it gives you, actually, I'm going to put line 3 there. So it gives you all of the lines. So if you see on the live version here, let me go ahead and republish. Okay, let me go back to my pages. So you see here, if you put something in line 1, it's going to be like the H1 title. So it's going to be big text. And then line 2 is going to be big text. Line 3 and 4, small text. And then you just have the text on your button. So very, very simple. You can't change the colors, can't change the images, you can't change any of that. There is another version, and that I wonder too, actually. Now I'm curious, since we chose that other theme, I'm going to choose this theme and see if it updates the theme with all of that same information. So let's go ahead and republish. This is a just my own little trial thing here. Let me republish again. All right. Oh, yay. So it does. So you can easily swap without entering the information again in between the two different themes. So that's really cool. And you see on this one, it has the line 1, which would kind of be like an H2 title. And then line 2 would be like the H1 title. And then you have the smaller text. So that's cool. And then you just have the button. So pretty simple. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Do you guys have any questions? I want to make sure I'm hitting the Facebook group too. Hey, William. Thank you. I'm so glad you can hear me. Let's see. All right, guys. There's also a new thing, if you guys didn't know, and I have not had the chance to play around with it yet, but now inside the Cheetah mobile editor, we can actually put items side to side. So I want to kind of show you that. And like I said, we just saw this in the meeting today. Eric was super excited about it last night, and he made us keep our lips sealed because he would not let us announce it because it's such a cool thing. So I want to show you the new feature that we can do with mobile. So let me go ahead. Let me just check this out here. Let's just add, actually, let's just create a brand new website. Let me delete some of these pages. I'm like OCD when it comes to a bunch of open pages. Okay, so let's go create a brand new website. And let's create a new site. We'll just choose a template, any random template. I do like to choose Site Express. If you guys don't know, the full-blown website templates are under Site Express. If you're looking for a niche funnel or any other types of funnels, that is going to be basically the rest of these things, but the full websites will be in Site Express. So let's actually choose this one, save. And it's building our website. Okay, so William's joining us. Let me make sure that I am making him. Okay, cool. Hey, William. All right. So let me actually check out this first page because I don't even know what it looks like. Even though I will say our templates are beautiful. So I want to show you this. Let me actually just delete these things because I only want these items here. I want to show you. It used to be on the mobile view when you had multiple buttons like this. I just duplicate these, so I want 3 of them. That on the mobile view, it had to be, the buttons would just be, you know, on top of each other, right? But now we can actually put them side to side. So let me duplicate these. And I'm learning this too. This is brand new, just announced today. So if you click edit the panel and you go to where it says, I think, oh, here we go. Mobile columns. Okay. So if you enable this now, there is a warning here, you know, make sure that you're familiar with, you know, building layouts and things like that. But that's basically just so you know what you're doing. Okay. So when you enable this, and this was not here before yesterday, okay, this is brand new. So when you enable this, basically what you're doing is you need to tell the, you need to tell Cheetah how many elements you have on this panel. So since we have 3 buttons, we're going to say 3 elements, okay? Now, when you go to the mobile view, here, it would probably be helpful if I had different buttons so I could show you. But okay, so now you see where it used to be that you had to have the buttons on top of each other. Now we have the buttons side to side. Now, if you have been building websites for more than 5 days, you can understand how amazing this is that we can now put things side to side. This is a very, you know, pixel perfect is a good website software or like platform, I guess you could say, but getting the same pixel perfect abilities inside of Cheetah, the drag and drop, that's actually really complicated. And now they have figured this out. So to edit any of these things, you know, obviously what I would do is make this headline a little bit smaller. So we would do that. Oh, the mobile view. You know, you can play around with this. If you guys want to make this smaller, you can go to advanced and then you can, you know, shrink it down a little bit. You can move this around. You can actually move this. Let me see. Eric was showing us. You can actually use the lateral spacing and like move this like that. So if you didn't want them like right directly on top of each other, maybe you wanted this middle one, you know, in the middle to be below, or maybe you want this one here to even be below that one. So you could move that. It's actually this one. So you can move that down. So just so many options, you guys. It just kind of like blew my mind when I saw that today. So I was super excited to share. The more customizations, especially when you're working with clients, the more customizations, the better. Because what happens is a client comes to you and says, hey, can you build a website just like this one? And then, you know, maybe they have cool features and you don't want to say, well, I can't actually do that because Builderall doesn't, you know, because you're not probably going to even say anything about Builderall. So they don't know why you can't do that. So it's just 1,000 times better to have more options. So Nick says, good evening. Good evening, Nick. How are you? It's 2:18 p.m. in the afternoon here where I'm at. Kurt says, so cool, mobile side by side. I know, Kurt, it's so, so cool. We have been waiting for this and waiting for this, so I'm really excited. So you guys have any questions for me? Anything that you've been burning to ask me all week? Or maybe you asked me a question and I didn't give a very thorough answer. Sometimes it's like, this is why I love the Q&A on Friday, because sometimes it's really hard to answer in text. You know, so I try to do like snapshots and, you know, create videos and things to help you, but it is kind of hard in the text and explain things. No questions? All right, guys. Well, it's Friday, so if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and dive into a million things that I have to do. I'm actually reshooting all of the Cheetah videos. So if you guys have been doing, you know, when you go to the knowledge base and you're searching for Cheetah videos, you know, Cheetah has advanced so fast that it's really out of date. So I am working. I think there's about 20 videos. So I'm trying my best to get all of those updated and relevant. So, all right, guys, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and call this a day. Jackie has a question.
Yeah. On your video, the one you did the upsell and the downsell, I think it's the third video where you link all the membership. I could do two, but I couldn't do the other two.
You couldn't do the other two.
Like, you remember how they did the color? And then you had two more on the bottom. One was for downsell, and I'm trying to think. I had to give it up because it was frustrating me. I couldn't get anything out of it. But the thing is, I couldn't get the other two to link or to create.
What were you getting, like an error message, or were you like what?
It wouldn't allow me to. It's been a couple of weeks. My mind has been on other things. But I know I was having trouble. It's on the third video you created.
Which one was it? I've done so many of those trainings. Is it the one where, like, the old way before we had the funnel builder, or is it the new way?
The new way. We did the upsell and downsell. You had about how many videos did you have? I was looking at them today. Give me a minute. I'll find it.
You're fine. Yeah, if you can find it, you can share your screen, and then maybe I can help you. While you look for that, looks like Shane says, how best to make ebooks. Shane, go to the unit section and look for the trainings that I've done on PLR products. That is the best way. You can also go to, what was I know William, you were on the Thanksgiving training, weren't you? That is a good training to
Yes,
check
yes.
out. Shelly's going to be putting it in the knowledge base. So that's a good one to check out for PLR products and ebooks and launching an info product, things like that. So definitely check that out, Shane, for ebooks. And if you want to create your own, Shelly even talks about how to do that in that training. So look up after this weekend, go to the knowledge base and look for Thanksgiving challenge, and you should be able to find it.
Yep.
You have a question, William?
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I couldn't say hi when
Oh,
you. I have a question. I was checking on this video you created for web agencies, and there was this page, the hosting service that you offer, and I just wasn't able to get the link. Like I tried, and I couldn't get the one you shared. And is there a way I could get it from you?
What was happening when you clicked on it?
No, it just it didn't open. It was like an error or something.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
have a Builderall account, correct?
Yeah, I do.
There
I
you go.
do.
Let me
Actually,
see.
I was just able to get the one you prepared for us for the business
Yeah,
virtual business card, but
yeah.
the other one I wasn't able to get.
Let me see if I can find it here. It might be on my other account.
Thank you very much. That would be very helpful.
Okay, let me see. I have so many accounts here. Let me see if I can find it.
Can imagine. I'm so excited. I just finished my first website, and I'm preparing myself to prospecting, and I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. It's
Thank you.
so
You're
cool.
amazing.
It's so cool because like to think that you could actually make a real living online. You
It's
know, so many
crazy.
people think that you have to be like some scammy, like
Yeah.
salesy person, and that's not it at all. It's like you can really make a great, you know, especially right now with all this that's going on, like people really need the
Yeah.
help. But it's also
Absolutely.
like we really need to not be out in public. We need to be, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I think this is it. Let me see. Oh, okay. This is it. All right. So let me go ahead and I'll share my screen. And because I
Awesome.
like to, instead of just saying, hey, here you go, I
Yeah.
love to
Right.
just show you how to do it.
Awesome.
So let me, Jackie, you let me know when you get that, and I'll switch back here. Let me just get this for William.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right. So let me go to this website. So it was web hosting. Let me go. Of course, now I just lost it. Search web. Oh, here we go. All right, so to get the public link, all I have to do is click these three dots here and then go to magic link and then copy. And now I will stop sharing and I'm going to actually share this. Let me share it in the group chat.
Awesome.
All right, so if you want to click this now and then let me know, then if there's an error, then you can show me what you're getting and maybe I can help.
Awesome. Awesome. May I ask you one more question, just if I can?
Sure.
I was trying to get some. I'm trying to work internationally, and I was just wondering, what's your experience in terms of, you know, the trust that you can build even if you're not in the same city of these local businesses, right? What's your experience with that? Because I'm far away from the States right now.
Yeah.
So what's your like? What do you think of it?
I do always tell people to try to when you're brand new, try to start like in your local area. But I realize when you're in another country, it's
Yeah.
like that's a different story. So I would do, exactly what I did. I'm not saying you should do what I did, William.
Right.
But you'll find your own thing. But I
Yeah.
just started like getting online and doing like videos, like showing people, because
Yeah.
it's not just about, and I say this for any business, because
Yeah.
when you're a web agency, it's more than, it's not just like you're separate from other businesses. You should run your business exactly like the plumbers do, exactly like, the HVAC guys and the
Yeah.
doctors and all. It's the business is business, right?
Yeah.
So I just say, get the Google reviews up, make sure that you're listed everywhere. Start showing what get a YouTube channel and show people, hey, here's how you get traffic. Here's how you build a website. And it doesn't have to be complicated things, but it's,
Right.
you want to be found. So think about if you're a business owner and you need more customers, you're probably going to type how to get more customers into
Right.
Google. So what if you had a YouTube video, which is owned by Google, and they're both search engines, the biggest search engines in the world, and then your video comes up to the top and it says how to get customers to your local
Right.
business, right?
Right.
So that's a great way to get traffic, but also it's a great way for people to know you. I know in the United States, we're like, I don't know about dealing with people, and it's just weird.
Right. Yeah.
But that's a great way for people to see you and like, hey, I'm a real person. I'm not some
Right.
scammy,
Amazing. Yes.
Yeah. So it's that know, like, and trust factor. However you can build it, build it with
Exactly.
reviews, build it with listings. You want to be found everywhere, because when they go on a customer journey, like we talked about in the Tuesday night training, they want to see all of those same exact things for you and your business.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll get
You're
to
welcome.
it. Yeah.
Jackie, did you find what you're looking for?
Sorry, I didn't
No.
get the link.
Oh, you didn't. There is a delay. Let me share it in the group chat also.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Yeah, now I got it.
Okay, cool. Did you find it, Jackie?
Yeah, I got the name of the video. It's called Create Membership Area for Upsell.
Uh-huh.
That's where it is. And I can't run the video while I'm talking to you because I get too many things in my ear, popping in my ear. But in there, you chose that that I was going to go to it before I come in, but I had to go somewhere.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I just got back, and you were showing how you name all the membership, and then you turn around, you activate them. And then you give a color. And then when I got to the last two, as I mentioned, I couldn't activate them for some reason. Maybe because the account only allows you to have two active in one site.
No, membership areas? You can have lots of membership areas.
I put a note on your unit, but I didn't get a response.
Okay. Yeah, there's actually
and that's where I'm trying to go right now, but I can't find it.
Okay. Are you talking about the units in the group, not the course, correct?
Yeah, the unit in the group you created, the upsell and downsell funnel.
Okay. Can you share the website? I don't really know what the problem is because I don't know what your like how it's all set up and everything. So if you could do like do you know how to do like a screenshot and then put that in the group so that maybe I can see, because I have to see how it's all set up and connected to be able to help you kind of troubleshoot and figure out why it's not.
Well, to be honest with you, I got rid of it and I was redoing it today. Actually, the last couple of days, because I found a way to get a problem I have, which is, I'll give you an example. Now, just to remind you, I'm legally blind, so your screen is good. It's going to be a little big, just to give you an idea of what I got to do. And
That's okay.
It bothered me to do the whiteness. There's a lot of whiteness in this theme, and I keep asking about see if they had like a darker screen,
Mhm.
or you disable my screening.
Yeah, I actually, because I'm online all day, I love to have the darker themes. I do
Yeah,
for Google and YouTube and Facebook because it's all that light in your eyes is not good.
yeah. The only problem is when you get into Builderall, there's some things in the background that doesn't come up, and I have to switch back and forth. And my eyes, the whiteness irritate me, if you know what I mean. I get a big headache, and I gotta stop. But it just once
Yeah,
I
that would be a good suggestion. You can actually go to support and suggest that they have like some kind of toggle where you can have a dark theme versus a light theme.
I have been doing it.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a year now, so
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Well, yeah, there's the developers have a long list of things that they're trying to get through. So yeah.
And this week, I was watching Shelley, and I sent her a note about it too. So whether she gets it or not, I have no idea.
Well, yeah.
I know how it goes. I know how it goes.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Just whenever you can give me an example of that, or since you're recreating it, if you still have the same problem, then just go to the group and post your screenshot and say, "Hey, this is not working," so I can see how things are set up and be able to help you.
Yeah, I could set up a video and send it to you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. If you want to use Loom or something to do your video, and then just post it to the group, and then I can watch the video and see how I can.
I use Camtasia to do videos.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
That way
So
I
it
can
looks
put
like William, you got your template. Super cool. Awesome. It could have been like for some reason when I pasted, maybe there was a letter off or something. You know how you highlight? I do this all the time. I highlight the URL and I leave like the first H off or something.
Yeah, I get it.
Could have been that.
Yeah,
Hey
I get
Ray,
it.
how are you? I love when people ask me things. I have to unmute too.
Well,
how are you? Good.
I'm great. I have a lot to learn. I'm very frustrated because I'm not. My wife says, "Are you going to make any money on this?" I say, "Yep, I am." But
it's
I just
hard.
love it. It's good.
I know.
And I just have not come to a full understanding of a full cycle of operation to put out a funnel and drive people. I'm starting to get people, but I need to drive them to the website and then build my list. And it's just like the magician that had 5 saucers going at the same time and he had to go back and forth to each one of them. And so I'm learning.
Yeah, that's definitely a business owner problem, which is why it's so easy what we do, because our target or our audience, or, that's who we are. We're business owners. So it's very easy for us to sympathize. If my client was, a circus act performer, I would probably not know how to help them because I don't know the problems that a circus act performer has. So it's easy for me to relate to business owners because I'm like, I know what you need. You need more time and you need more money, period. That's easy.
Well, these sessions, Friday Q&A and all of that are really good because you can ask what you want, and you guys usually have your administrative meeting before that and can tell us all the great things that happen, like the mobile app with the different panels side by side or the different buttons. That's great.
That's so cool. We've been waiting for that for a while. So we were all like, oh my gosh. And Eric, so funny. He shot a video. He's like, because I love you guys. And he shot a video and put it in our leadership chat. And we all were watching it like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And he was equal. He's like, don't speak. I will kill you if you tell anyone about this, because he's like He's just like me. When I buy someone a Christmas gift, I need to do it the last minute because I want to give it to him right away. I don't want to wait. I don't even want to wrap it. I just want to be, oh my gosh, look, I can make this. And Eric's the same way with new stuff. He cannot wait to tell people.
Yeah, I can tell that. This last week, I was working on a web page, just a full 16:9 web page. And then I had not even considered mobile. So I looked at it on my mobile and I said, oh my, I've got a lot of work to do. To
Yeah,
rearrange.
we used to have Pixel Perfect. That used to be our main website builder. And it was the reason that we actually went to Cheetah is because when you're using Pixel Perfect, you literally had to recreate the entire website once you went to mobile. There were it was a literal recreation of the entire thing. So it was so frustrating. You spend 10 hours on a website or something, and then you go to mobile, it's like, great, here's another 10 hours. But now with Cheetah, it's like there is a learning curve, just like anything. But once you learn how to do things, it's really like, oh my gosh, night and day. I love it. William, you have a question?
Yeah, speaking of mobile, I didn't know you could drag items. Like I was trying to do it and it doesn't work like it does for you. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. How does it work?
When you
Because like
drag on mobile?
yeah, for example, I'm trying to get my mobile version of the website, and I'm trying to like adjust the image and the text, make it go to the left or something to the right, and I cannot. And I saw you did it right now, like you dragged it, right? I don't know what could be wrong.
Like the lateral spacing?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
yeah, and yeah, just being able to move it up, down, from one side to the other and adjust the image.
Let me actually, let me see here.
I
Let
don't
me
know if I'm
find a
doing something
website that
wrong.
would have something. You know what? That's what it's constantly. I'm learning I go into something and I'm like, I'll put in the leadership thing. This isn't
Right.
working. What is it? Me? It's usually me.
Yeah,
But
it could.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's so funny. Just like I did a training video on the e-commerce store, and for some reason the promo code didn't show up. And I was
Right.
like, why isn't this showing up? I just didn't toggle the switch, and it was
Oh my God.
simple mistakes. But
There
yeah.
we go.
It's also why I love to have someone else, when I complete a website, I love to have someone else look at it because it's like you always miss the most simple things. Okay,
Right.
so if I wanted to move, let me see here. My computer's running super slow. Okay, here we go. So if I wanted to move this image, what would you try to do to it, William, that you're struggling with?
Yeah, I go to the last option, advanced, and then or lateral spacing. Yeah, that depending on the item, right? And yeah, I move it. I move things around there. But for example, in my how can I say, the headline is like I had to take it out because I couldn't put it in the right
I think
position.
I know what you're doing.
Right.
There are two different types.
Yes.
Okay, so with text, there's two different types. You have your global text, and then you have your neutral text. So if it is a global text, the only way to edit it is up here in the global fonts. Okay,
I see.
so
Okay.
the way to find out if it's global or neutral is if you click here and you go to general settings, you can tell this is neutral because it allows you to adjust the size.
Right.
But if it was a global heading, then I would have to go here and figure out, was it H1, H2, or whatever, and then I would have to go and adjust the mobile like that. And anytime you adjust the text on the global, it adjusts all of that same text throughout the entire website. So if I change the H1 title mobile view to 39 or 35 pixels, then it's going to change all of the H2 text or H headings, right?
Right. And what about if you wanna? Could I actually show you? Is that possible?
Sure.
Just
yeah.
oh, thank you.
I think my Zoom
If
is
we
set
have
up
the
where
time.
you can share.
Right. Yeah. Let me see if I can do it. Right. Share screen. Yeah. Just. I know. It's disabled. Mhm.
Okay, I think to change that, I have to
It's
get out of
okay.
the meeting.
It's okay. No problem.
Well, I'm gonna make a note to change that because I do want you guys to be able to share. That's the whole point. So I need
Right.
to make sure that I change those settings.
So basically, I can tell you, right? It's in the head, like on top of everything, right? And so I just want to make my little text go to the left because I have my image in the right, and I'm trying to fit that out
Oh,
just the way it
see
is on.
that
Right.
is actually now we have the ability to do that, but before you would not have.
Okay, because
So
it's 2 days ago I was
yeah,
struggling big time with it.
yeah. So let's do, let me actually just delete these things here and I'll show you how you can do that.
Oh, that
Because
would be amazing.
this is, see why we were so excited to have this? Okay,
Right.
let me move this here.
I was going nuts. I swear to God, it was my first website, and I spent like 5 entire days, like from early, 6, 7 until I don't know 12 midnight, So,
And that's
but it
the
was good.
hardest part when you're new, because like I was
Yeah.
saying, you don't know if it's you or if it's the system can't do it.
Right.
So, so when you want to do this, this is editing the panel. Okay. So go to the panel and click the edit element and then go down to mobile columns, advanced, and enable that. And since we have 2 elements on this panel, we want to tell it that we have 2 columns. Okay.
Sorry, are you sharing your screen or no?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, just to make
I
sure.
so wasn't. Thank you so much. Okay.
All
Now you
right.
can see, right?
Thanks. Yeah, cool.
All right. So we have 2 elements on this panel. Okay.
Right.
So when we want to do something like that, where we want the 2 elements side by side on mobile, you have to go up here to edit the element. So we're editing the panel. Okay.
Right.
And then you go over here to where it says mobile columns advanced, and this is the brand new thing. So you enable this, you just toggle that switch on to enable, and then you tell it how many elements that you have that you want side by side, right? So we're going to click 2. And then if you go to the mobile view, my computer's running slow.
Yeah, mine too. No
eventually it goes to the mobile view.
Yeah, I know. It takes a little while.
Yeah. And it's, sometimes it's Zoom. I mean, I have a really like beast of a computer, and my internet is like 500 MPSs. So it's, I don't know what the deal. Let me just save this. Oh yeah, it's all, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so now you see these are side by side.
Right. Okay.
So now you can edit this, and it's still trying to catch up. But so now you can edit these 2 elements, and they're side by side. So if you wanted to do the lateral spacing and make one larger and make one, as soon as it lets me click, then I can show you.
So Bridget, you're editing.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, you're editing the, excuse me, the mobile version now, and any changes you make to the mobile version will not be reflected in the positioning in the website version.
Correct. Right? Because this option is only for the mobile. See how it says mobile columns? It's only the mobile. So whatever you do
edit
here,
the text, if you edit the text.
Well, there's 2 different options when you're editing text. You can edit and now it has a mind of its own.
I guess I missed that when you described it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
So if you change write an amazing title and change that text here, you have to do it in the workstation version, right?
Let me, as soon as my computer decides to catch up here. All right. Now that was interesting because it just like refreshed and didn't save anything that I didn't save. It was my thing, but okay. So if it's like this on the desktop, and then we go to, you can change those mobile columns. We'll enable, we'll say 2, just like we did before. And then we'll go to the mobile view. Why did it bring all the, I don't know. I think my computer is like possessed. Let me reload this because it's being weird. So Anyway, while I'm working on this, when you are editing text, there are two different types of text, okay? So you have the global, which you can edit up here, but you see, Ray, how you have the font size for H1 title, and this is the desktop, and then it says the size on mobile. So if you want to edit the size of the text and it's a global text, then this is how you edit it. But if it's neutral, then you can go to mobile and edit that way. And I'll show you that in just a second. Let me get this, get two things back on here so that I can show you how to do that. So let's actually, let's make sure. So when you double click on this, and a lot of the templates already have neutral text as opposed to global because it's easier to work with. So if you highlight this, you can see it says neutral. So this is a neutral text. Okay, so you should be able to go to mobile and then edit the neutral or the mobile text right there in the mobile version, right? But if this was a global text, like let's copy this here. And to change this to global, and you can swap these back and forth however you want. All you have to do is highlight, and then you can go to like mobile heading. So now this is taking on all of the elements of the global H1, right? Because that's what we just changed it to. We changed it to a global H1 title. So if you want to change the line height or do any of the editing to this, you can do that here. And so this is going to edit all of the H1 titles. But if you don't want to edit all of the H1, like maybe you just have, you know, something special, or just maybe on this one specific website that you have, or this one specific page, the H1 looks weird and you don't know what to do with it, you can just swap it out. You can change. You can also duplicate this and make your desktop a global header, and then make this version a neutral header, and then you can just delete whichever one you don't want, go to mobile, and then hide. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier for me to, why do I tell you guys these confusing things instead of just showing?
No, I understand.
I don't know why I do that to you. That is so mean of me. Okay, so if we go to mobile, let's see if my computer wants to work. I don't know why it's having so many issues. I've been in this all day long.
You need to save the desktop version first?
Well, I shouldn't really have to. I don't know why it's like, okay. So you see now we have the two texts, right? But one of them obviously we don't need. So my computer works. Let's see, now it's doing this funky stuff. Okay, so if we didn't want this, let me see. Let me get out of here. This one is the global, okay? So to edit this, we would have to go up here and then edit it this way. But since this is a neutral text, we can edit it this way, okay? So let's say that we wanted the global text on our desktop, but not on the mobile. We just wanted the mobile to have the neutral text. We could just hide this here. Now, if you go back to the desktop, then you can just hide the neutral text. And then that way the desktop has the global and then the mobile has the neutral text. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Awesome.
Let's see, which one was this? So this is the global. So we could just hide the neutral there. So now we have global on the desktop and neutral on the mobile view. And then if you wanted to retrieve any elements that you've hidden, you can just click up here and you see it shows you back that text.
Bridget,
so that will always hide there.
Yeah, sorry. So if you change the fonts settings in the global, it's gonna affect only this website, right? Not all of the websites you have.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
These global elements here are just for the pages within this specific website.
Awesome. Yes.
But it is, you know, that's an important thing to remember because it's also all the pages. So, you know, like I was saying, that's why, you know, having the ability to have the neutral and the global text is really important. But I want to definitely get back to your question here. William, about the putting the text side by side. So let's
Right.
go to edit this element, and let's go to mobile columns. We'll enable, we'll say 2. Let's go back to the mobile view.
Yeah.
It really doesn't like me for switching.
It's Zoom, I think.
I think it is because
Yeah.
I've been in Builder all day long. I've been
I
working
know.
nonstop, so I know that it cannot be this problem.
I know it's happening with me too.
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
If
I used to
you
have
try,
to.
if you try another browser called Brave,
Yes, you're right. And I do have that, and I just started using it because everyone's telling me you gotta do it, and I do think that it's much faster for sure. But for some reason, when I sign on live, I just like all my stuff's,
well,
creatures
for
of
that,
habit.
you're right. But when I work on Builderall, I use Brave. You
Yeah.
wouldn't believe how easy. Sometimes you get a hiccup, so I close it off and go to Google and finish it. But I always come back.
Yeah.
I always come back.
Okay, so here we have this text here. If we want to edit the size, since it's neutral now, you can edit this way. And then you can also go to the advanced features, which is what you were talking about. And then you can change the box here. You can change the spacing at the top. You can make more spacing at the bottom.
Right.
You can do it. So this is what you said wasn't working for you?
Exactly. And the image, the image on the back, can you, I don't know, can you switch it to like make it bigger, smaller, and can you do the editing? The image in the back.
Yeah. Go to, as long as you edit the panel.
Right.
Let's see here. I don't think you have the ability on. Yeah, you do. So you can rearrange this here, actually. But the way this picture is, it doesn't look that different. But yeah, you can just move these things around here. You can also like do all of these repeats if you wanted to.
Awesome.
This image is not a great one to show the repeat and all of that function.
But
yeah, you can just you can play around with this and have lots of options for that. You can also swap it out here if you just wanted a different one. Like if I wanted this picture here, I could swap it out like that.
So it's gonna be only for mobile this way. It's not gonna affect the main website.
No. If you change the background, it will affect. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you are, well, I think if you change the background, but when you are, the beauty of let me show you this. Okay, let's duplicate this panel. And it's actually going to put this panel at the bottom. But if you say you create a panel and it looks beautiful on desktop, but it looks like crap on mobile, you can actually duplicate the panel, customize it however you want to for the mobile version, and then just hide the entire panel like we did the text.
Right.
So
that's a good way to work around. Yeah.
Yeah, that way you could have it exactly like that background. Because I know I have this image right here. I have this on some websites, but it's weird because on the mobile view, it just shows my hair and my shoulder, which is weird.
Yeah, that's what's happening with my website.
Yeah. So I just, if I can't arrange it with the elements here or the edits on the side here, then I just will completely change the panel and just create a new design for the mobile version.
So when you change on the mobile, when you rearrange things, that's also gonna affect the main one. So like the desktop version, sorry. Then you would do that what you just told me, like duplicate and then hide it.
If you're working on something that it did do that, it shouldn't, because anytime that you're doing the edits that say specifically mobile, let me go ahead and go to edit here, like mobile columns or order mobile elements. Yeah. So like in this example, it's, you can, on this panel, you can say, on the mobile version, I want the text to be below the button,
Right.
it could be like this, but if you're on the desktop, but if you want the text to be below the button, you can move that there and then click move. And then when it goes to the mobile view, then
Right.
so anytime it says mobile, like any edits that say mobile, it's only going to edit
Only
the
there.
mobile view of it. Yeah.
Right. But when you affect the panel, in that case, yes, you're moving everything around.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions, guys?
I found the video I was talking about, and it was,
Okay.
I was just looking at it, and it's when you're creating a membership area, you have to do everything. And when you get to the bottom, get on your bit. It says select a page, and after that, it wouldn't allow me. When I did 2 membership areas, when I come to the 3rd one, it wouldn't allow me, or the 4th one.
Yeah. Can you post a screenshot
Yeah,
of the layout? So when you go to your website, here's what I need to see. Let me share my screen here.
well, I haven't got it on the website. I've got the video here where I want to show you.
Yeah, but I need to see your website and where it's not working for you, because I there's so many steps and so many things that have to connect perfectly, that to be able to tell you where exactly the issue is, I need to see the whole picture. So if you send me, like, I like to use the snippet tool here. So if you do this of your website pages and you just send me this, post it in the group, then I would be able to better see where things are going awry.
Yeah. I'll get it done tomorrow morning, because I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's usually my wake time.
Yeah, you're fine.
But it bugs me, because I know I'm going to hit it, and when I see it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, just post it in the group.
Yeah, I will do.
So it looks like Tom says, I relate, Ray. I'm brand new, old school, don't know what I don't know. That's so true. That's all of us. He says, how can I participate in the Black Friday promo without a website? I've already emailed a video about BA to a friend. There is actually, let me see, because we talked about there is a Black Friday in your affiliates funnels. There is a Black Friday. Let me find it.
There's supposed to be, Shelly was supposed to put something on resorts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of resources. Let me share that with you here. So if you want to share the Black Friday funnels, if you go to affiliates and then Builder All Premium funnels, you can access all of the Black Friday funnels here. And then you can also go to, I think it's branding kit, and then go to resource board. And then there are some graphics here for the Black Friday promos as well.
Yes.
I hope that answered your question, Tom. All right, guys. Well, if you have a question, William?
Very quick, sorry.
You're fine.
How you transfer this website that you just shared with me? Say I want to put it on my domain. How do you transfer the page to my in the Cheetah? So I have it as a template, and I wanted to put it in my website, right?
I will show you.
Thank you. That's all from me. Thank you.
You're fine. You're fine. That's what Friday Q&A is for. All right. So let me see here. Let me go up here. Go back to my Cheetah websites. Usually right here. Let me close out some of these because I know part of why my computer's running slow. All right. So anytime, let's say I have this website here. Well, I don't want to do that because that's your guys' templates. I'm going to start messing with that. Let's say I have this website here and I wanted to pull in another page in my Cheetah account, just like you're talking about. You could go to create new page, and then you're just going to call this my whatever you want your page to be called. We'll just call it my page, just to, as an example. And then you can choose a blank page. You can choose one of the pages you already have or page templates. So if you click here, choose the website that you want to basically extract the page from or make a copy of from.
Right.
So if I chose this, and so you choose the website here, and then you choose the specific page
That's
that you
awesome.
want
Yes.
to bring in there. So then you would do that and save, and now your brand new page is going to be an exact copy of that.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right, guys. So is that all you got for me? Last chance. It's all weekend. You're going to be working like crazy in Builderall. You're going to be like, oh, I knew I should have asked Bridget that question before she left. Hopefully you can still post it in the group, and I always answer on the weekends, even though we don't really have to, but I know what it's like to be a business owner or just to be working on something. When I had a full-time job, I was on the weekends and nights trying to get the Builderall stuff done. So it's like waiting around for the answer to your question is not cool. So, all right, guys. No questions. Last chance. I just gave you a second one. Okay. Have a nice
Thank
weekend,
you.
everyone.